with yet another episode of the MoshCast. It's your host, Ghost, and today I'm joined by Michelle. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you.
You're
How
good,
are you?
man? I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, Maji, back again.
I'm back. The official channel.
Yes. Another episode. Yo, it's hot to take. Shoot.
No, it has past hit the hot point now. God just wants to roast us.
Yo, I believe,
At least rain is coming.
When is the rain season coming? It's coming soon.
It's December, so
December.
And the hotter it gets, the clouds are doing their thing, you know.
Come on, baby, making me. But today we're talking about a very interesting topic. We're gonna go in and diving into paternity test. You guys are all familiar with the term, right?
No, actually.
Okay, let me explain very much. Paternity test is when you're dating someone. Dating, one night stand, as long as you guys have a child. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So paternity test is when you go basically see the child is yours.
Okay.
The DNA test.
Alright.
Yeah. So, and then this maternity test. This is the one where you are married.
Aha.
Yeah, when you're married to someone, and then you feel like, I don't know, this, like this.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your feeling on that? Imagine you're telling your wife, I'm trying to make a still maternity test, like this don't look like me.
Well, I for one, I would question if the kid doesn't look like me very much. I wouldn't let that slide so easily. But I wouldn't be so adamant about it.
I think how construct the sentence, let me see how you do it. How would you tell your wife? Let me see how smooth you are. Yes, yeah. Oh, imagine. Put you on spot there.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
I'm sorry.
I would say that we've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just want to prolong the continuity first. So
I think pushing like this year.
I would assure her that I just want to continue the relationship. It's not that I would generally not really end things.
Yeah.
If the child is not mine.
So you stay there, pussy.
It depends on the reason. I wouldn't stay with her, but I wouldn't be like, get out of my life. You hurt me.
Maybe just slow transition.
Me bro, okay, let me put you in cut scenario. This one, we are thinking not position. Salute you, but checker. You have a Guzani. You guys are dating for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
4 years. In the third year, she's pregnant. Who's it? Where is the child? The child is not cute. To make it worse, let me see a ducky. The kid is coming out like a she won't move. Color. One time.
Well, the light skin story exists within the genome. But yeah, I would actually be quite concerned. I would just do the same thing. I would assure her that I wouldn't criminalize her or hate her.
Oh, but things are over.
Yeah.
Yeah, over.
Yeah, very much. We can still be friends. But they're over. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I wouldn't be hostile.
You hate me like that. Oh, I won't have jail. I'll leave you. It's fine. But I'm just close to me, but stay far.
But honestly, if you think about it, when you're looking for a paternity test, you're just asking for problems because you're gonna find what you're asking for.
But
how many people have done maternity tests, and in both scenarios, the test has come out positive just because they have questioned.
Positive test? Okay, positive like it's yours.
No, it's not yours.
The key, I feel like the key is just to, keep a cool head. Because nothing comes out of throwing tantrums and fits. in anything.
But what if there is a good explanation behind it?
Cheating, what? Tell me now, a no explanation.
Oh, yeah.
Give me
Please.
I
Understand, yes.
was trying to get lost. You know when guys see,
Okay, me personally, I don't believe in cheating or whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes some women, imagine like you are in an orthodox type of country where birth or getting pregnant is only for marriage purposes.
Yeah.
And you are getting married not necessarily for love, but because of the social structure.
Yeah.
So maybe you had the love of your life, but your parents felt like they're not adequate. So you had to find someone that can support you and your child. So you got married, had sex, and you played it off that it's their child. So in that case, you as a father looking for that information is also distracting the whole community. It's not only doing damage to this one child, you're doing damage to yourself and everyone else.
I'm just saying, I understand. But still, I won't. Check out, that's dumb. But to me, if the girl doesn't love me, basically, I won't force you, I'm not going to force you.
Exactly, I feel like it's just the way you handle it. Like.
But how do you handle it? If the child is not yours, do you stop loving the child? Or do you stop loving the mother because of what happened? Because nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Okay.
Because if she has lied about
it. You know what changed? It's me finding out that a whole human being is not my child. That's already another
So you cannot love a child.
It's not that I can't love her, but
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Especially in such a scenario.
It's something that's everlasting. This is a deep point.
But people make mistakes. Like you'd like to think, no, it's not that I'm for it also.
Okay, at least
you have to think on both sides because you don't know what she was thinking also. It happens a lot. Okay, I've seen this scenario a lot, especially in female books where the main character has kind of forged, having a child with a man. But most of the time, it's not because she's planning to lie, but it's because of the social construct. Because if women in some places were allowed to, raise kids on their own without the social, then they would do it. They would do it. So you doing that, leaving her instead of actually trying to figure out what's behind the lie. Were you really married at a mature age to be able to deal with all the problems that come with matrimony?
Let me tell you how I'm gonna take it as a G. My girlfriend comes, she tells me, babe, I have something to tell you. And to say no, this child, imagine if I named the 90 Junior, I name him after I'll check the line up. Like, you know what, babe? She's like, no, babe. I'm sorry. This child is not yours. Yo, I'll get confused, bro. I'll get confused, man. I'll stand up, go drink water, take a pill, chill, sit down again and ask him. You say the child is not mine.
It's a very hard pill to swallow.
But
I'll keep my composure. She's like, yeah, no, it's not yours. I can explain. She explains what you said to me. I'll be there, man. I understand you. But now, me, I'll let you go be happy with that brat. You understand? I'll tell you, go be happy with your father of the child. But for me, as a lighty, of course, if I maybe spend like, I don't know, depending on what time I find out, maybe the kid is 14, I'll be like, you know what? I'll always be in this child's life. I'll be there as a topic. It's a bond that, someone can't take away from.
You actually make a good point. Like, just the time that elapsed is also count. It also counts. Yeah, I would also be very bamboozled if it was in the beginning of the relationship.
If it's beginning, I'll tell you now, just take the key.
Okay, what if, for example, let's create a very unrealistic scenario, but it's still possible. What if you guys were not exclusive?
Oh, that's a story. Oh, me, I don't do those things, but yo.
Okay, in that scenario,
Shit.
I feel like that scenario creates a pseudo-mature bond because you would actually practically understand where she's coming from, and then it will absorb into a situation where you don't hate her even if she's out of your life. Yeah. But that said situation, actually, it's pretty. That's one of the rare situations where things become
very complicated.
Yeah. I must tell you why, man. They use condoms. Yeah.
What if the condom broke?
Me, bro, magic.
What if the condom?
Let me ask you this. You've had sex before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know a condom burst?
Yes.
What does she ask for?
Morning after.
Yeah, so, you want to tell me the goods are going to get morning after?
Morning after doesn't always work.
Yeah, it doesn't make bro.
Understandability takes place.
Then it happens, but...
And then now there's that like line of transparency.
Yeah,
what is she telling you?
But that means it's just how the relationship is, you know, it's an open relationship, so...
What is she telling you? Do you trust as soon as now she's saying, this kid is not yours? Wait, like, you know...
Will you be in denial?
No, not in denial. The trust automatically rocks.
Bruh, you don't trust yourself for nothing.
It can still be worked on.
How?
Because you made a commitment.
But you just told me that you don't love me, you broke the commitment, so I don't really see any commitment from your end.
Sometimes it's not a commitment. Maybe it happened even before you were there. And you just came to find out.
Oh, no, that's very understandable. That is understandable. If you just...
How does it happen before you are there?
But you see the child you must see.
Wait, no, I need to hear.
Oh, you see the child was born already.
No, there are women who can like hide pregnancy for 5 months.
And then you're thinking now, serious? That's also a real situation.
No,
but you count, you must count, bruh. If she's giving me, she's maybe doing 8 months or 9.
Perfect timing.
It's that lacquer, it's one, you're even there, you'll be there confused, you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Give birth, doesn't add up. You understand?
Yeah.
It won't add up.
Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, even there going with the girl to the...
At the beginning of the trimester, she's already darts in the relationship because it's easier for a girl to hop in and out of a relationship rather than a guy to do that.
Nah, okay, what I'm practically sensing, not that I'm saying anything is wrong, at the end of the day, it's who you are, you live your life according to what you want to live, you know. So you're like, but me, I'm just saying now, this is kind of some mischievous, you know.
Yeah, it's mischievous, babe. That one, this last example that we gave is very mischievous.
Yeah, so for me, will we now be lying to each other? Because in such a situation, I also won't have commitment to you. I'll also maybe have other kids. Yeah.
But the fact that you are, both of you are already taking the step of doing a paternity test, it already means that there's a level of distrust.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
sometimes it's just obvious.
But it can also be a level of emotional connection where you would...
You don't need to validate connection with a test.
Yeah, I don't know. Me, all I know, Nakucha, is that I'm not the type to not trust someone. I trust wholeheartedly. If you give me reasons not to trust me, that's where we will now start checking what's going on. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I give birth to a child, and the child doesn't look like me, bruh. Like the child just looks honesty. You know? It's just, you know it's not your genes, bruh.
What nose is that? What?
Check gene. So you ask what's going on. So you'll be like, yo, I don't know if this kid is mine or not, but I need to find out.
Okay, coming from my perspective now, My dad also wanted to do a paternity test when I was born, but then the thing is, it kind of insinuated that my mom was mischievous, and kids don't always look like their parents, especially at first.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's true.
So you doing a paternity test
is solely on the
it's almost like you distrust that person.
Yes.
Okay,
That
so
they were cheating, or you just don't want to own up to your responsibility.
Okay, what if the ice is broken, and then things just still play off well? Is there also such a scenario?
I don't know, bro. Honestly,
I feel like
at this point of time, for me, honestly, how I maneuver, like, I don't really like speaking on things that I'm not familiar with.
I feel like people make, like she said, people make mistakes.
Yeah, people do make mistakes.
And they can be forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it goes for the same. It could happen to a man also, where he has a child out of the relationship, and in our society we see that very often.
Yes, that's the Namibian cliche.
Yeah. So how is that acceptable? But it's not acceptable when there's a gender switch.
Yes, I agree.
You just get your point.
You have to
get your point. Then I feel like
you have to see through the mirror.
You know what I think? I think this is just. I think the test is everyone's character check. How you're built. It just depends on how you build and how you take things. Some people trust a lot, some trust less. It's always just like that. You won't find someone that is your ideal person, you know? Yeah. You just have to work around certain things because no one is perfect, as you said. So, in that situation, honestly, me, I don't like speaking on things that I'm not familiar with. I need to be in a situation to know how to act. So sometimes I think myself not being in such situations. So, honestly, with this conversation, the way how I would react, I don't know, honestly. But I don't think I would have trust for the person. That's just me.
I would. It depends. Like, again, the earlier it happens, where she discloses this information, it reduces the distrust.
Yeah.
And it builds another foundation, a new chapter, where you can choose to endeavor this or to just close it off with no needles at the back of the haystack. You know?
Honestly, if I was a man, I would not, because that could be a red card that you could bring in up in any conversation and you would win. Like, oh, did you buy your groceries? Yeah, you didn't tell me that this boy is not my son.
Yeah. It's
a red card that could just pull at any point of the relationship, and it will validate your whatever you're saying at any time.
That's now another layer of mischief. It's a new layer, because like imagine you said, oh yeah, I forgive you, let's move this behind us, you know, and then in the heat of another argument you pull that ancient card, webs, you know. It's not nice. That's like it shows from the beginning that you were also now dishonest as well.
Yeah.
You know?
So what about when the child grows up, guys?
And it's a story another one.
Do you tell them?
Just say no, which I'm like,
Oh yeah, tell them. Yeah, holy shit.
But I make your father, you keep you confused.
That is the worst.
Which how you make my father, bro?
It's better when like it's in the midst of like the parents.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think would is okay. Yeah.
It's worse now.
I just opened up another level now.
Yeah.
Would you be okay? You as the husband, the other man, the one that's supposedly in love, they're in love, have access to your child, so you can pick up the child and he's like that. Oh, man, bro!
No.
Yeah, God, it's like every time you say that together, it's like, so you have to try it.
She moved.
Daily reminder.
She said, yo. She moved. The guy also has to move. Check. Let's
If
go.
you like this child, bruh.
It's the guy's child.
Yeah, bruh. It's a topic magic.
Ooh.
If you have a child, man, it's your seed, bruh. You can never run away from your seed, bruh. For me as a man, I can't, bruh. This is my child, my genes. Damn. The man maybe even look like you. Oh. And then tell me, photocopy. Bruh, it's gonna be tough.
Who would you let break the news down to the kid?
Exactly.
And when you tell the in-laws like, oh yeah, bruh, like this is not your grandchild.
That one is also another.
That's an
It's another family.
But then
Keep it a
thing.
secret.
what is your family? It's your family.
Yeah, it is your
Family
family.
is family, territory is territory. That there, I think it can be shut off because everybody goes to different
But
scenarios.
the fact is, family is gonna talk.
Family is going to talk.
Yeah,
Family is going to say things that are not even true.
yeah.
Who would you, okay, so you would let
I'll let the mom.
the mom. Really?
But because the thing is, yeah, I feel like it would be a heartbreaking conversation between me and my dad. It would be a very emotional. You know, bruh, even tears would be shed.
You have to be a man.
Bruh, this is not my kid.
It's
How
not your
would I
kid.
look at that thing?
Then why can't you do it together as a couple?
That is properties of a man.
Yeah, but I think me, at the end of the day, you also have to observe the this personality check. You must also check what type of person he is.
Yeah,
What
that can
he
also
is,
take part, like who is going to tell what.
Yeah.
That's true actually.
So if they like this, maybe, you know, kind of rebellious.
But that can also be your fault that since you know this is not your kid, now the relationship is.
It's one thing I've realized.
And
right?
what if they are your kids that are now born? Are you going to treat that one?
No, I'm not going to treat any child any different. Because at the end of the day, as I said, I have a special bond with this child. Check. It's just the thing of Makucha. There are 3 people involved. Oh, we don't even know, you know? It's so obvious, you know? The older you become, the more you understand things. And you need to tell someone the truth so they can live with it, you know?
Yeah.
The truth will set you free.
Check this. So now, imagine you just dropping that whole bomb on the child. You know, it's not going to be an easy topic. And as I said, sometimes it's not even in the way how you raise someone. What is this? Personality traits and inherited.
Yes.
So,
You are dealing with another personality trait.
exactly. So, you see the person is stubborn. I know what. So, the guy will even, you know, at the end of the day, I would say, the one that was responsible should be the one to break it down. Because, as I said, for me, it would be a very emotional conversation with the child. Because now I will know how to say it to you. Because, mind you, it's gonna be more heartbreaking him knowing that it's not your father. And mind you, check the now.
Okay, now
I think that's a
now
family conversation because that child needs counseling after that.
yes.
Exactly.
Who the kid? You have to now also hear the feedback from the kid.
Then the kid.
Will he or she understand? Okay.
That he wants to be in my life. Shani's like that. Maybe you won't even know, you know? Because sometimes I like to be like, so since you're not my dad, let me try and figure out who my real dad is. And then you already lose the son. Yeah, so it's already an emotional thing. So for me, I don't know how to take it. As I said, if it happens to me, I hope it doesn't.
I also hope it doesn't
Yeah.
take it with a
I don't
pinch of
want-
salt.
No,
Any kind of infidelity in my new wedlock,
I think a lot of, especially in Namibia, the way it's going, I think it's more likely to happen. Especially with our generation of young people. Because
So we become
most
normalized.
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
But
Brian,
there's
that's how
so
things
many,
go.
you know, relationships. I don't know about the north, but like where I grew up, there are a lot of people who have relationships, but they do not have relationships, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
They're not exclusive, the other person doesn't know. There's just a lot of mischief happening. And when you think of that, then maybe this whole idea of paternity test popping up is because it's already happening. There are kids out there that need or needed to go through these tests because something is not adding up.
So, conclusion, let me hear you guys. It's go back to the basics, what would you do? Would you agree? Would you agree with the
I would
paternity?
divorce. I will, if I even think of that as a man, I would divorce. I will move out. I will do what's needed.
Yeah, but you know,
it also matters. Maybe you'll be able to convince me because I love you, out of love. Yes.
But don't you like another nigga also?
No, I'm speaking from the guy's side.
Oh.
But from my side, I do not. Personally, in my relationships, I would not put myself in that position. But if I had a friend who was in that position, I would support her no matter what, with whichever decision. I think it's a very personal
thing,
yeah, it's a personal decision that you have to make on your own. But if everyone that knows about it needs to support you, 100%, because it's not something new in society.
Yes.
It's something new because media heard of it, but writers, everyone, a lot of people have been talking about this. It happens even at Olufuko, where you see the woman she's only how old, but she's sold off immediately for marriage because, she's pregnant. Yeah. And it happens in the north where, young women are being sold because families cannot afford the child and the new child now. So it's not necessarily something new. I think it's just the way that we deal with it has to also cater for the mental health of everyone involved.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, good point.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
She said,
handle it properly.
Yours is a personal decision.
Yes.
That's your decision that you have to make. Whether you want or you don't want, it's your story.
I would also leave same answer. It's just that you have to just handle it properly, or else things get ugly quickly.
Yeah, just be mature.
Be mature. It's not the end of the world or anything like that. You can make it the end of the world if you want to. The kid feel like trash and all those things.
What I would do, man, you know what I would do? So I check now, okay, the lady, I married her from what festival. Yeah, I'm supposedly in love with the boozer, find out some child. What I would do, I would understand the situation. But me, I believe that your head, what you do will be held accountable.
Yes.
So for me, I feel like we are all at a stage right now in your life where you should be, you know what you're doing. Yeah. So whether you know you're lying or not, a lie is a lie. You can't walk or play yourself around your life. So what I'll tell the boozer is, you know what? Out of respect, thank you for telling me, but I don't think I can continue this relationship. Yeah, I'll tell her that, and then I'll explain to her in a very mature way that I understand the circumstances. If you want, I can raise the child on my own as a single father. Stand. Yeah, because it's my life, as we said. It has nothing to do with the kid now. It's between me and the mother. Yeah. Oh. The kid is innocent. You understand? The child is very innocent.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
So you would take the kid?
I'll take the kid in.
Okay.
I would understand.
Kudos to that. Honestly, there are very few men who will say they are going to do that.
Nah, because it's a child, but you can't take away a bond like that. It's a big bond, huh?
Me, as soon as I hear that story, it's not mine. Like the black hair fall.
Or I can maybe, if I understand the financial situation and she just used to rely on me, I would try to compensate for the child too. Yeah, I'll be there in the child's life. Depending on the situation, because you never know. The mother will be like, I want to keep my child. At the end of the day, she will keep the child. But I'm going to have some legal claims if they say I used to spend time with the child, I'll pay for the child, born with the child, yeah. But at the end of the day, we would have to tell the child.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just what I believe. But all I'm saying is that's a catch I gents.
Abort the kid if she tells you before.
Oh, you have a question. Yo, that one is now.
Abort the kid?
About that. Yo.
That is not yours. That's not your decision.
Yeah, bruh. I don't know how to feel about that one, honestly.
It's not your decision.
How do you tell someone to abort a child?
But then it's up to you, Mos.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a female
yeah.
also.
It's the female and the other father now.
I feel like it's your legal right to do whatever you want to do with your body.
Mm-hmm.
That honestly, I am in complete agreement with that, because at the end of the day, I sometimes wonder why abortion is not legal in the country, because I'm the taxpayer. This fetus has not yet paid a single cent of tax, so if we really look at it from a black and white point of perspective, I should have the right to say I do not want.
It's the same thing when somebody wants to be transgender and do the whole surgery. It's their body.
Yeah.
It's literally their body. Now, yeah.
Just like
you don't want
who is training to gym. Yeah, don't you?
You don't want to bring in when you think about this is another life. You be like, okay, it's another life that I am bringing. Where am I bringing it to? You see, where am I bringing it to? Because things like when you can already foresee how things will go, and then you'll be like, you make an adamant decision, So that's why I also feel like it should just be one's decision on what they do with their body and what comes in and out of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, you guys know when a female is pregnant, right? You know when the fetus, or the whole process of fertilization, when it happens, it's like the child is a foreign creature. It's just like in your body.
Yes.
So your body is kind of rejecting it. That's why ladies go through like a whole lot of symptoms and whatnot. Yeah. So that's why you go through some weird things and just sicknesses, hormonal changes and whatnot for your body to adapt. So
kudos to that.
The one with abortion, honestly, at the end of the day, what I can say on it is that me personally, as a person, because I feel like we are all entitled to your own personal opinion. If my girl was to get pregnant and we are not ready to raise a child, I'll talk to her. At the end of the day, I can't make a decision on her behalf. I can't say, Jay, I bought the child. Oh, no, bruh. It's up to you. You guys know what you're doing, so yeah, you can't force someone. But if she wants to abort, I'll support her. I'll be there for her. But in terms of now the way you relate it back to her being where the paternity test is coming to play, now you're like, can you abort? She told you early, can you abort? I don't know what to do.
There it's her and the other guy's discussion, genuinely.
Yeah.
It's not like you are no.
But then I won't stay. I'm gone. Yeah. I'm gone.
Okay. If she gives you that incentive that now if she comes back, if she already comes with the option already.
Oh, if she comes with the option and she told me, if I'm in the relationship, it means I agree.
Yes.
With all the terms and conditions.
Yes.
But if I was to find out that I'm in a relationship with her 2 months down the line, it's like, no, I'm pregnant with another guy's child. Alright. But yeah, guys, we really spoke 15 minutes. It was a very good, interesting topic that we spoke about. And thank you guys for being, the guests on the show.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. And with that, we are wrapping up the show. And yeah, thank you for tuning in yet another episode of the MoshCast. Yeah, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We out.